I quit my 9 to 5 job without a backup plan. That's correct. So if you want to know why and how did I leave my 9 to 5 job with no plan whatsoever, and if you want to know what is my plan right now, then continue watching. If you are new here, hello, my name is Afreen. I post videos on freelancing, social media and entrepreneurship every week. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. So before I share how and why did I leave my 9 to 5 job, I will be sharing you my background story so it all makes sense. I graduated back in 2017. My major was psychology and I was the highest CGPA holder of my class and I was the medalist of my class. So I imagined like a really good corporate world is actually waiting for me. I imagined like I'll be having the perfect salary and the perfect office with an Instagrammable desk and etc etc. I had all these realistic and maybe idealistic expectations which were crushed when I entered into the corporate world. So I got my very first job 1 month after graduation, and I'm not gonna lie, I really liked my first job and the work was good. I was giving some autonomy in my work, but I was working 24/7. I am a workaholic. I chose to work 24/7, but I still did it and I was still working. I was working all day, every day. I was working on holidays and on weekends and at nights. Despite of working 24/7, I realized that I was not being appreciated. I was not being recognized. And soon after that, the work got on my nerves and my boss got on my nerves. And after 3 months of my very first job, I quit without a backup plan. I did not have anywhere else to go. I did not have any other job offer. I did not have any sort of plan. How will I earn money? But I still did it. That was my first time. So in my first job, I only served 3 months. I started in July, I ended in September, and for October and November, I was unemployed. I did not have anything else to do. I was applying for places. I was applying for better places, better salary, better opportunities, but unfortunately, I did not get that. So in December, I got an internship opportunity from one of the Fortune 500 companies, like a really good organization, and I took it. I was like, okay, what the hell? I don't have any place else to go. Why not start with an internship and start fresh? So I did that. It was a 2-month long internship, and in 1 month, I saw that I am not a good fit for that organization as well. Even though the perks were really good, the office was really beautiful, but the work did not excite me. I did not have anything to do. Since I was an intern, I was doing nothing at that organization. I was just sitting around there and I was just waiting for 5 p.m. and I just leave and then come back next morning. So it was a very monotonous work and I did not like it at all. So instead of serving 2 months, I just did 1 month and I left that Fortune 500 company as well, which actually gave me everything what I imagined when I graduated, you know, perfect office, perfect desk and everything. But that did not excite me at all because the work wasn't appealing enough. I took this picture while I was serving that organization as an intern, and it was such a boring place to work at because I had nothing to do. Like, I was not being recognized over there. I know that I have so much potential, and since I was not using that in that organization, I thought that it's best to leave that organization and shift it to someplace else. So I did it. I did it again without a backup plan. So that's my second workplace that I did quit without a backup plan. So instead of serving that organization for 2 months, December and January, I only did the first month, December, and for January, February, March of 2018, I was unemployed again. I did not have anything to do. I did not have any place else to go. I was sincerely looking for job opportunities, just something that I could do, but I was not getting anything, and I was crushed as a silver medalist and a highest CGPA holder. But finally I got another job opportunity in April 2018, and it was a really good organization. And if I had to compare, that was the best workplace in the beginning, but that turned into the worst workplace when I was deciding to quit. So I joined in April 2018. I am actually repeating the months again and again so it all makes sense. So I joined in April 2018, and by July 2018 I figured out that my colleague was leaving, and when she left, her work was dumped onto me. I was working basically 2 jobs. I was working twice as much. I had hardly got any sleep that month, and it was really pathetic. I was not being promoted. I was not even shifted to her position. I was just given her work. It was really painful. It's not that I did not try to stay in that job. I tried my best, but my bosses weren't supportive. My supervisor wasn't supportive. My HR wasn't supportive, and it was a pain. And that is the time I realized that they were just using me. They were just exploiting me, and I am not someone that people could just use and exploit. That was the time that I decided that I really want to quit, even though I did not have a backup plan, even though that job opportunity came after a really long time. But I don't care. I am not gonna let them use me. So I handed over my resignation letter. I just gave them a 1 month notice period, and that month was the worst month ever, but I'm glad that I'm over it. Even after quitting that third job, I was still looking for job opportunities. I wanted to have a backup plan this time, but unfortunately I did not get any job in that particular time frame. But I did not let that backup plan actually make the decision for me. I left that job without a backup plan for the third time, and it just all worked out for me. But one thing that really stuck up with me was my freelancing gig throughout this corporate journey. I am glad that I did not leave my side hustle for my main 9 to 5 job, because that side hustle actually allowed me to rebuild my life from scratch. It actually motivated me intrinsically that I can do it, and I am better off without them. So in January, after being unemployed for almost 2 to 3 months, I decided that I will never ever go back to 9 to 5 again, and that was my biggest and best decision ever. And funny thing happened that when I took this decision of not going back to 9 to 5, I was offered 2 job opportunities from like really good places with really good salary and the perfect office, the perfect work environment. And I was in a mental dilemma as to should I go back to 9 to 5 with the consistent paycheck, with the perfect workplace and everything, blah 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 blah, or should I start from scratch? It was a mental breakdown for me at that time. Those 2 to 3 days where I had to make a decision really quick, it was overwhelming, and starting from scratch was actually giving me a mental torture because I was unable to visualize what is there ahead of me. But still, I took that leap. I turned down those job opportunities, and I trusted myself that I can start from scratch and I can rebuild my life on my own terms. If you are someone who wants to leave their 9 to 5 job, just do it. You do not need a backup plan. You do not need to know where you'll land up next or what you're gonna do next. No, you will figure it out. You only need 3 things: persistence, patience, and a willingness to start from scratch. That's what I did, and that's what helped me quit my 9 to 5 job. I had no backup plan all 3 times. I am now a full-time freelancer, and nobody can dictate me what to do. That's the best part. I can work wherever I want, whenever I want, and whatever project I want to take. I choose my clients instead of being it the other way around. So make sure that you be your own boss. Even if you like your corporate job, please have a side hustle. Please have something that you can own. You don't own the corporate world. You don't own the place you are working there right now. You don't know what's gonna happen maybe a year or 2 from now, and they just gonna fire you. You don't know that, right? So make sure that you have something on the side in order to have like a trust bank, so you never feel that the corporate world is actually making decisions for you. If your existing workplace is not serving you, just leave it. You are so much more than your current 9 to 5. Believe me, you have so much potential, and the world is huge. It's just one organization, one desk that you are working on, but there are so many bigger opportunities that you might not know right now. But once you take that leap, and it's not even for 9 to 5 or for related to corporate world, it's basically for anything that you want to do in your life. There are bigger opportunities and bigger dreams that you might want to pursue instead of being stuck in a shell hole and just do that particular thing for the rest of your life. If you want to be a freelancer and if you want to be your own boss, make sure you're following me on Instagram and are subscribed to my channel, because I'm all about being a freelancer. I'm all about being my own boss and living my own life on my own terms. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch this video right here where I talk about the top 5 side hustles that you can start in 2020, and this video where I talk about how you can get your freelance clients online. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.